Hello everybody, welcome to Mind Prosperity. My name is Albert Wille and our company Mind Prosperity is focused on emotional intelligence. Thank you so much for watching, and I just want to say this as well, I do individual sessions and I do sessions about emotional intelligence in the workplace. So if you want to contact me and hear more about my sessions, please email me. My email address will be on the screen, and you can be part of our sessions anywhere in the world. We use different social media platforms to do this. So please contact me if you want to know more about our sessions. And thank you so much for watching. Today we're doing a message, a part 2 of 7 ways to get out of an emotional slump. In our first video, we spoke about 4. So if you haven't seen the first video yet, pause this and go to our first YouTube video about 7 ways to get out of an emotional slump. Watch the first 4. I'm going to mention them now, but go watch the video about the first 4 because today I'm going to deal with number 5, 6, and 7. So emotional slump, when you go through an emotional slump, it's normally because something happened. It's either something bad happened or it feels like nothing good is happening. Sometimes we're in an emotional slump because we feel like nothing good is happening. We have all these expectations and it just feels like nothing is happening. And normally we get in an emotional slump because we don't have expectations of good anymore. That's why we stay in bed. We don't feel like doing anything. We don't feel energized because we just don't get to that place where we feel like something good is going to happen. So at the end of the day, we want to get back to that. We want to get back to that place where we feel like, something good is going to happen in my life. I have an expectation that something good is going to happen in my life, and therefore we need resilience. So we spoke about 7 things. Number 1, or we spoke about 4 things in the first video: acceptance and acknowledgement of the situation. Number 2, understand your emotions and deal with your triggers. Number 3, take control over the situation and live with purpose. Number 4, focus on the things you can change. Focus on positive things. And in that we also spoke about benefit finding benefits in negative situations. And all of this is to get you back to that place where you can feel excited about life again, where you can feel purposeful about life again, and where you can get to that place where you say, listen, I still have a great expectation for things to happen. So number 5. So we're gonna do 3 extras today. Number 5, spend time with the right people. Some people I've seen are in an emotional slump not because something bad happened in their lives, not because it's a lack of a bunch of good things that happen. You see people and it actually looks like they're doing well in life, and you're asking, but why are you in an emotional slump? People get into an emotional slump as well because they spend time with the wrong people. They keep on spending time with negative people. They keep on spending time with doubting people. They keep on spending time with people that tells them how bad the future is going to be. And that can really get you in an emotional slump because other people's energy and other people's minds, other people's feeling can get to that place where it rubs off on you. Why do you get people that are going through difficult times and it seems like nothing good is happening in their lives and they're still excited, they're still positive, and then you get people, it seems like everything that's happening in their lives is good or are good, but it still feels like they are in a slump. Why are you still in a slump if everything that's happening in your life is so good? It all has to do with expectation. Some people are going through bad, negative circumstances and bad things are happening in their lives, but they still have a great expectation. They still have a positive expectation. Let's go back to number 4, benefit finding. They still have that benefit finding in their lives. And there are other people, it seems like things are going well. Why are they in a slump? Because they have a negative expectation. Expectation, belief system, and also imagination is a very important thing. So you have to spend time with the right people. Who are the right people? The first thing I want to say about the right people is it has to be positive people. Positive people are not people that are denying the circumstances. Positive people are not saying what you are going through isn't true. Positive people are not unsympathetic or unempathetic to a place where they're like, don't worry, just dust yourself off, everything will be okay. Positive people will listen to your story. They will sympathize with you. They will empathize with you. They will listen to you, but they will still speak about good things to come. They will articulate good expectations that you can have about your life. And when you spend time with people like that, you can walk out and say, listen, I'm not denying what happened. I'm not denying what I'm feeling, but this person really helped me to have a great expectation for life again. That's the kind of people that I want to spend time with. That's the kind of people that I want to be around. People know this about me today is that, I never purposefully spend time with negative people. I accidentally spend spend time with them, only once, but it happens. And this is not a place to go to people to say, listen, you are negative, I don't want to spend time with you, I don't want to be around you. But it is a place where you can say, listen, I want to encourage negative people, I want to be a positive influence on them, but I'm not going to allow them to have an influence on me. So you want to spend time with positive people, and then you want to spend time with caring people that actually care what you go through. And I've realized in life, it's people who actually went through things that are the most caring. People who don't experience life like many people experience life, and I'm speaking about the bad things in life. People who never experience that don't get to a place where they care. And many times people use the situation that they went through, many times people use the bad that they went through to care for other people that are going through the same thing. So, it's such a great thing to spend time with people who went through what you are going through right now, and they came out of it good, they came out of it strong, they came out of it positive. It doesn't help you go speak to somebody or you have people around you that went through the same thing, but they came out bitter, they came out angry, they came out judgmental, or whatever. But you want to spend time with people who say, listen, I went through that, or I've been through things in my life and I've worked through it, and because I went through it, I can care about you, I can be there for you, and I can help you. It's so important to get the right people into your life. And this brings me to the third point: helpful people. Helpful people. There's nothing like having people around you that you can call, and not only will they be positive, not only will they care, but they will actually be helpful. There are people in your life that can be extremely helpful, and those are the people that I want in my life when I feel like I'm going through a slump, or when I feel I'm going down. Because here's the core of this message that I want to give you. I'm not saying we will never go through a slump. I'm not saying we won't go through things that trigger our emotions. What I am saying is we don't want to stay there, and we have to do everything to stay resilient, and the people we hang around with can really help us with that. So it has to be people that are positive, it has to be people that care, and has to be people that are helpful. So spend time with the right people. Number 6, don't live in the past. Your energy goes where your focus is, and we spoke about focus in the previous video. When you focus in the past, your energy is in the past, and you struggle to have energy for the now, and you struggle to have energy for the future. If you live in the past, it's extremely difficult to go on. If you live in the past, it's extremely difficult because you live in the what ifs. What if this didn't happen? What if I done this differently? And I tend to do that because I can easily overthink things. So if something happens in my life that I didn't expect, something bad, or if I expected something good and it fell through, it didn't happen, I always tend to think like, but what could I have done differently? And I'm not saying it's a negative thing to say, what can I have done differently, in a sense of like, how can I better myself and how can I improve myself? That can be healthy, but you don't want to stay there. You don't want to stay in the past. You don't want to overthink the past. You want to get to a place where you say, listen, I want to deal with the past, but then I want to move on, because my energy goes where I do put my attention. My energy goes where I put my focus. So you want to deal with the past, and you want to get out of the past as soon as you can, so that you can have a focus on the future, and so that you can have a great expectation again. Lisa Firestone said, people either repeat the past, react on the past, or recreate the past. I'm going to repeat that. People either repeat the past, react to the past, or they recreate the past. All of these patterns of behavior may lead to unpleasant, even devastating outcomes, but they also help us maintain habitual, old, often negative ways of feeling about ourselves. So people who go back to the past the whole time, they get into a negative habit, which is very bad, because a habit means it goes into my subconscious mind, and as soon as it's in my subconscious mind, I just keep on doing it. And people get to a place where they are addicted to negative emotions. They get addicted to negative emotions because they feel like negative emotions gets me the attention, and that's why they stay in the past. So we don't want to recreate or react or repeat this past. We want to deal with the past, but we want to move on, because otherwise our energy is going to be stuck in the past. And again, like in an emotional slump, when your energy is stuck in the past, that's where you feel like, I'm not excited to get out of bed, I'm not excited to go to my next meeting, I'm not excited to try again, I'm not excited to be resilient. Why? Because my energy is still in the past. I'm still caught up with what happened in the past. But if you can let go of that, and when I say let go, I'm not saying don't deal with it. I think it's very important to deal with it, but you want to deal with it as quickly as you can, so that you can move on and stay strong and have a great expectation, a positive expectation for the future. And number 7 is kind of like just a follow up on that, because when we get out of the past. We want to get to number 7. We want to stay open-minded to new ideas. Sometimes we can get so caught up in the past that we miss the new thing. We miss the new business opportunity. We miss the new promotion. We miss the new person. We miss the new relationship. We miss the new opportunity because we are still stuck in the past. So stay open-minded to new ideas, because new things are going to come the whole time. New ideas are going to come the whole time because you are a creative being. We're not all creative in the same area, but we are all creative in some area. We are all gifted. We are all talented in some area. And being in an emotional slump can cause us to dial that thing down so much that we cannot move on. So don't lose the creative you. Dr. Joe Dispenza said, when we can change some thoughts inside of us, we can see changes outside of us. And when we observe that we have done it correctly, we will do it again from a habit. And this is the kind of habit that we want to create. I want to create the habit of changing some bad thoughts. I want to create the habit of changing thoughts that keeps me stuck in the past. And I want to create some new thoughts that gets me excited about the future. Because if I can create thoughts that can get me excited about the future, my energy will come back, my expectation will come back, and I will eventually get out of this slump. And this is the thing, you have to get your expectation back. You have to get your desire back. And by following these steps, we believe that you can do it. And I'm not saying necessarily it's going to happen immediately. Sometimes it will take some work. Sometimes it will take some thinking. Sometimes it will take some repetition before it actually becomes a habit. But you can do it. You can be resilient. You can get out of the slump, and you can be a person with expectation again. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for subscribing if you haven't. We will see you guys soon again in the next video. Goodbye.